from India also. So he decided to go back to Pakistan and try to talk with the mayor and politician in the Pakistan. So it was actually property was just 17 years old. So everybody was just claiming that it was his property. So there are so many problems he was facing, but he determined that by how who can crook he will got his property back, because for his granny, actually her granny wants to see his ancestor property, which was where she had spent her 20 years. After the partition, she come back to the India and she settled down in India. And why she was so attached with that house. Actually, his husband was from Pakistan and he had died during the right, and so she has not another option that time. Then she come back to the India and settled in India. At the last, she had suffering from cancer for long time. So her last wish is desire is to go and see his old house. So his son had determined, his grandson has determined that by who can cook, I will get back my property for my granny. And one problem he had suffered in the way he go back to the Pakistan. He went to the Pakistan, and one problem he had suffered in that city was mayor was ready to, okay fine, you can take your property back. But problem is that one day the mayor had came to India to see the match between India and Pakistan, and her granny was also there. She beat him brutally because he doesn't cheer the our country. So it was a video, that video was very viral and trend that time. Then when he see the picture of his granny, he realized that, oh my god, I will not allow that lady beaten me brutally, so I will not allow to take her property. So but in other people of but other people in the Pakistan support him, and finally he got his property. It was just a small house by road. He take the property to India and saw his granny, and his granny was very happy to see her old property. And his memories has come back, started recalling his memories. Even his husband was died in front of his house, in his eye, in that house. And she lives more than 7 years, because after seeing her house, ma'am. That is just a relationship between a grandson and granny. That's
Okay.
it, ma'am.
So that's what the story was about. Quite interesting. I'm sure it must
Yes,
have
ma'am.
been an interesting movie to watch. So Isha,
No, actually, yes,
go ahead.
actually, I didn't expect this kind of a story from that movie.
But it turned out you enjoyed the movie. It turned out to be good.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't expect it. It was very good movie.
Yeah. So Isha, you're sharing quite well. And I think you're using some better words and better vocabulary also. Just when you're
Mhm.
speaking, right, keep a check on his and her.
Okay, ma'am.
Sometimes you are changing that his and her pronoun, you are going on interchanging. So just keep a check on that, right? Because his grandmother, then suddenly you say her grandmother. So that, doesn't sound quite right. So just keep a check on that.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
And
I'm
you
also confused between just when I say, ma'am, she loves her grandmother. Her is the correct word, ma'am. Uski.
see, yeah, correct. If you're talking about a female gender, right?
Hmm.
Somebody who identifies with female gender, you use
Yes,
the pronoun she or her, right?
yes, ma'am.
If you're talking about a female, then you say she and then her grandmother, she, etc. But if you're talking about the boy, I mean someone who identifies with the male gender, so then
Yes,
his
ma'am.
grandmother, right? His
Oh,
grandmother.
and
And then,
ma'am, but for a guy is a his, and for a girl is women for a her.
oh, correct, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just got confused in that
Hmm.
sentence.
Don't confuse yourself so much. Just look at the pronouns. They're very simple, right? Uh,
Okay, ma'am.
he, his, him. He, his, him. And then she, her,
Yes, ma'am.
hers, like that. So just
Okay, ma'am.
you know it.
Just
Just
keep
don't
it
get
in mind.
confused. Yeah. Correct. And also, Isha, work on reducing your rate of speech still a little more. Okay, try to come to a
Okay,
little more
okay,
medium rate of speech. But otherwise, you're doing so well. Very nice.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks,
Ma'am,
Isha. Shailendra, yes. Yeah, tell
yeah,
me.
ma'am, I have one question, ma'am. Ma'am,
Mhm.
what if we don't know the gender of a person, then we use they?
Correct, yes.
Ma'am, let's say uh, I want to make one sentence. He was driving. Now I don't know the gender. So, ma'am, should I say they were driving?
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Of course, this is something that, more and more people need to be sort of aware of, right? That there are gender pronouns in English. So, a person could identify with any gender. It doesn't have to be the gender that they are sort of biologically born with, right? So, if we
Yeah.
don't know the gender of the person, we use the pronoun they, and then you say that they were driving. Or for example, I'll give you a very simple example. Okay, supposing you have a some party right at home, and you are inviting some new acquaintances, new friends. So you're telling your older friends, you're saying that my friend Simran is going to come for the party. They work at a bank, or they if they're not, it's not about whether you know their gender or not, Shailendra. See, if you know what gender they identify with, you will use he, she, right, accordingly. But if they identify with they don't identify with their gender that they were born with.
Okay.
This is a different concept. I don't know if you're aware of this. You may be aware,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So then that person will go with the pronoun they. So then you will use they were. And otherwise, the best thing, simple, is of course, you can always ask the person which pronoun do you identify with, rather than assuming and making anyone feel uncomfortable, which we don't want to do. You
Ma'am,
simply ask them what pronoun they identify with.
ma'am, actually, this was why I asking you this question because in the morning, someone was driving very fast
Hmm.
his car. So,
Hmm.
ma'am, I did not know what was the gender of that guy or a girl or a person. Sorry.
Hmm.
So, how to make sentence? He is. They are driving fast, or
Yeah, yeah, you can say they are driving. You can say that.
okay, ma'am. But on the other side, this sentence gives me the sense of that they are driving means
More
uh,
than one
more
person.
than more than one person.
Correct. That is because the thing
Right.
is that English does not have a particular pronoun for someone who is sort of gender fluid, right? We don't have a particular pronoun. We
So
only have male and female pronouns.
I think you already have just said the person was driving the car fast.
Yeah, you can also say that as well.
Simple.
Absolutely. That's also fine. Whoever or the driver, you can also refer to them as the driver. The driver of the car,
Yes.
driving too fast. That's also fine enough.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because what we were talking about, Shailendra, is a slightly different conversation.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in the context that you're using, you can definitely say that also. You can go ahead with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah. Who's
May
this?
I, ma'am?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
yeah.
Rupa.
Rupa. Yeah. Let Rupa go, and then Maliha, you can go after her.
Hello,
So,
ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
good, good, Rupa. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, my first question is, what is your all-time favorite movie? My all-time favorite movie is Golmaal. It's a four sequence, and the Rohit Shetty is the director. He is the best director, I think. And all four movies is phenomenal. Four movies are phenomenal, and I saw all the sequence of Golmaal in the theater. And I love to prefer to saw the I like to prefer to saw the comedy movie genre actually. because comedy movies are relieve our stress. And nowadays we are materialistic life, living in a materialistic life. So happiness, some like movies, like funny songs, like funny videos can relieve our stress and back our happiness. It's a small time, because but we can the funniest thing, we can saw the funniest thing, and we can relieve our stress also. And the second one is, what movie star would you like most to meet, would you like to meet? I would like to meet Kajol. Actually, she's a prettiest and elegant star. And she's my favorite star. And I like to watch her all movies, and I enjoy a lot. Her comedy sense awesome, and she's through the dialogue spectacular, and I love her. That's it, ma'am.
That's very nice, Rupa. I think you spoke really well. No doubt you covered both the topics quite quickly, but that was quite well shared actually.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Ma'am, I asked one question, ma'am. Ma'am, today my speech is like not become slow, but I control myself to getting slow.
Yes.
Because you always tell me ki you have to go through slow. That's why I just try, ma'am, today. I don't know it's become happened or not, but I just try, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
It definitely sounded more clear, but yes, you should still try to, reduce your rate of speech still a little
Okay, ma'am.
further. See,
Okay, ma'am.
the only thing is that it helps us to be able to communicate with, anybody then, any kind
Yes,
of a listener. Because
Yes.
sometimes in our environment, maybe everyone speaks at a certain rate of speech, so then, it's comfortable. But if you're talking to somebody else from a different environment, different place, then at times it becomes difficult, and then people will ask us to repeat and stuff like that.
Yes,
It's always
yes.
better to be a little medium, so anyone can understand it. So
Okay,
good,
ma'am. Thank you,
Rupa.
ma'am.
Welcome. I just want us to look at these one or two words here, like phenomenal. You said that
Phenomenal.
phenomenal,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Phenomenal. And then this word is genre.
Genre. Okay, ma'am.
Genre. It has a more like a sort of a sound, because it's not an English word, right? So it's
Genre.
like
Yes, ma'am.
genre. Just check the pronunciation of this and listen to it and practice it.
Okay, ma'am.
And then you were trying to say that these comedies and all these movies, they relieve our stress.
Relieve our stress. Okay.
Yeah, not relief, because जो ये word है ना, relief, relief is the noun. So for example, what a relief, हम ऐसे बोलते हैं, what a relief, चलो finally हो गया, कुछ जो भी हम चाह रहे थे वो हो गया, like maybe I cleared my examination and I scored well, so I'll say, oh, what a relief, finally. So relief is a noun, but what you are saying is relieve, which is a verb. So for example, one second. The movies relieve our stress. ठीक है, तो relief is the noun and relieve is the verb form.
Okay.
Past tense use करना है तो it will become relieved. हो गया. Relieved. That way.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Rupa.
How will we use RELIEF?
One second, okay? There are 2-3 of you speaking. Isha, what is your question? How will we use?
Relief, ma'am. F wala relief, ma'am.
Relief.
Then
Like for example, if you can see my screen, I said, what a relief. Say for example, you were in some, you needed some help, okay? You were in some kind of a problem, small thing.
yes, ma'am.
And then some friend of yours comes and helps you out. So you say, oh, what a relief. Like, not chutkara, but matlab jaan mein jana types, now finally this is done. Or maybe you have a business and you really had to send a product, within a very quick time frame. And so you were working hard and all, and you were able to deliver it on time. So say, oh, what a relief. Finally, it reached.
Okay, ma'am.
That way,
Got
what
it.
a relief. So you were stressed about something or worried about something, right? Or जब वो हो जाता है complete in a good way and everything, you say, okay, what a relief. Finally, it's done. That way. Okay, yes. Someone else was also saying something. Go ahead, please. Someone was
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
When will come my
Yes,
turn?
ma'am.
Who's this? When will come my turn? Your name, please.
Asma.
Asma. Okay, Maliha is going to go next.
May
And
I, ma'am? My turn.
yeah,
Yeah, ma'am.
Maliha. Yeah, don't worry. Maliha will go, and then Asma, you can go after. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Maliha, yes, go ahead, please. Which question are you
Okay.
picking?
Ma'am, I can't see the slide. I think ninth one.
You can't see the slide. Okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Should I zoom in? Can you see now?
Okay, ma'am. No, I can't see now.
You can't see. Okay, let me reshare my screen. Hold on.
Mm.
Okay, can you see now?
Yeah, I can see.
All right, great. Yeah.
Which do you like better, action movie or comedy movie? This one, ma'am.
Go ahead.
But I'm not fond of matlab movie person, man. I don't like movies so watching so much. But sake of family, or I watch some movies to their happiness. But I prefer reading books and rather than watching TV movie. And I enjoy comedy movies. If I spend my time to watch TV movie, then I prefer comedy movie to relax myself and enjoy and happy, matlab, better our mood and get happy and freshness, feeling happiness. That's why I want to enjoy only comedy movies and fun movies. And if someone force me, you want to see horror movie or sad movie, so I don't want to agree, ma'am. Yesterday I watched one movie, hum hum do hamare do. Hmm. And it's comedy movie, and Raj, his name is
Rajkumar Rao.
Rajkumar Roy. Yeah, Rajkumar Roy. So he he good acting, ma'am. And uh, heroine is orphan and they get married. It's funny movie. I can't narrate its story, but it's comedy movie, ma'am.
Okay, that's all right. So did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, ma'am.
Great, great. Okay, what did you like the most about this movie?
Ma'am, senior citizens, they met after so many years and they get together again. It's a new thing in this movie.
The concept is a little different.
Yeah, a little different, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to share?
No, ma'am, I forget.
That's okay, no problem, Maliha. Good. So, all right. So you're not really a movie person. You prefer reading books, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
That's good. That's good too. So, anyways, you are again speaking quite well. Good to know that. Good to see that you're speaking and not holding yourself back. So that's nice. Very quickly though, that's a nice phrase you used. I'm fond of, or I'm not fond of. But the pronunciation is fond. Fond.
Fond. Okay.
Yeah, correct. Because if you add like a found, it will sound like found something. I found something, right? But this is fond. I'm fond of reading books.
Fond.
Fond of means I really enjoy, I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
I watch comedies to relax myself. Instead of saying to relax myself, you can say to feel relaxed.
Okay, ma'am. To feel relaxed.
To feel relaxed, yes. Or I feel relaxed when I watch, certain movies. And then you were saying that I don't like watching horror movies and stuff. If someone asks me to watch, I don't want to agree. Want to agree, you can simply say I don't agree.
Don't agree. Okay.
I don't agree. अगर आप कहेंगे I don't want to agree मतलब मैं agree करना नहीं चाहूंगी. It
Okay,
इसका
ma'am.
ये मतलब निकलता है. But आप कहना चाह रहे हैं कि I don't agree. I don't.
I don't agree.
I
Yeah.
don't do it. You know, I don't watch the movies with them. So
Yeah.
and you know, also many of us are saying comedy movies and all. You can simply say it's a comedy. You know, I watched this movie called Hum Do Hamare Do, and it's a comedy. Comedy, because you're already saying I watched a movie. So आपके
Yeah.
sentence में already movie. किस तरह की movie? It's a comedy. It's a horror. Whatever, it's a sci-fi. I'm speaking. I would like to listen to you more and more whenever you get a chance. Yeah. Ensure that you try to express yourself. Don't hold yourself back.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, in Hindi, I can't express myself. I don't know why. I don't know.
Hindi or in English? What are you trying to say?
Hindi, both language, any language, ma'am. I can't express myself.
Maybe that's okay. Sometimes we don't talk much. We're a little bit introvert like that. It's okay.
Yeah.
And the thing is, but when you have to speak and when you have to converse, you should be able to speak. Right? When you have to speak something, when you have to have a conversation, at that time you shouldn't stop yourself.
At least I convey my message only, but
That
that's
is
it.
important. Yeah, that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
No problem. Asma, yes, thanks, Maliha. Asma, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
You're audible, yes.
Ma'am, last one. Which do you like better, action movies or comedy movies? I mostly like to watch comedy movies, but I also like to watch action movies. And especially, I watch that type of movies what I can also watch with my family and friends. Like Fir Hera Fairy, one of my favorite movie. And I want to watch that type of movies only in comedy movies. And second, what movie star would you like to meet? I would like to meet my favorite actor, Amitabh Bachchan. I'm a big fan of him. And if I will meet him someday, I will tell him that, sir, I'm your big fan and I love to watch your all movies like Sholay, Suryavansham, etc. And I would like to take one selfie with him. I don't know my wish will be fulfilled or not, but I'm eagerly waiting for that day. That's it, ma'am.
Excellent, Asma. Very good share. You know, with you, the good thing is that you are able to speak in a very crisp way. You know, you don't you don't digress from one topic to another or something like that. So that crispness in the way you speak is a great quality. Keep that up. Keep your practice up also of conversation, Asma.
Okay, ma'am.
You're welcome. Just two very teeny weeny things, but I thought we'll just highlight it. So I like to watch that type of movies. Ab agar you're saying movies is plural, right? So
Okay,
then
yes.
the pronoun you'll use will be either these type or those type. Okay? Because if you're
Okay.
using a plural word,
I watch those type of movies.
yeah, I only like to watch these type or those type like that, because these and those is used with the plural. Okay? And this and that is used with something that is singular. So for example, you know, I like comedies and I only like to watch those type of movies. I watched a comedy and I like to watch this kind of a movie. So it's a very minute thing. If you can keep it in mind, it's great, but nothing
Okay.
major. The second
Those
thing
type
is,
of.
yeah, these and those are used with plural. This and that is used with singular. That's all you got to keep in mind.
Okay, ma'am.
And
With plural, we will use those or these.
these, yeah, these or those.
Okay, got
And
it.
with singular, you use this or that. Yeah, the second thing, you know, this is something many of us do. Your all movies. What were you trying to say? All your.
I love to watch your all movies.
So your all instead of that you have to say all your movies.
Your all
all
movies.
your हो गया, या फिर if you're talking to Amitabh Bachchan directly, you say, sir, I like to watch all your movies. अगर आप
I
किसी
like to
और
watch. I like to watch all your movies.
all your movies. If you're talking to me and talking to me about, Bachchan sir, so you'll say, I like to watch all his movies because you're telling me about him, right? So you'll say
Yes.
all his movies. So the idea is your all ऐसे हम नहीं बोलते हैं, पहले all डालते हैं, फिर जो भी pronoun हमें
Okay, ma'am.
डालना
I
है वो
love to watch all your movies, right?
yeah. या फिर if you are talking about someone's videos, maybe you follow some YouTuber or something like that. So you'll say, I like to watch all her videos, or I like to listen to all her songs.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Say all, and then you change the pronoun depending on what you're saying. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Yes. Who would like to go, please, next? So either unmute or raise your hand. We have Zishan, Swati, Shalini, Reena, Nemichand, Gautam, Balaji. Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Gautam, yeah.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm quite well, Gautam. How about you?
Yeah, ma'am, I also doing well. Before 3 days, I was feeling a little feverish, but I'm not feeling quite well.
Are you feeling a
Yeah,
little
ma'am.
better now?
Yeah, ma'am. Not little better, much better.
The weather is not so good, right? Weather is quite
Yeah,
bad.
ma'am. Weather is changing day by day. That's why it's happening.
Correct, correct. Okay, so which question are you going to pick?
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to say, point out that Sailendra Bro said they are driving the car very fast. Instead of using like this active voice, I think, ma'am, passive voice is better. The car was driven by someone or by them very fast or fastly. What is, ma'am,
Both can be
correct way
used,
to say?
active and passive, both can be used, not a problem. Mostly when
Yeah,
we
ma'am.
speak, mostly in conversation, we mostly use the active voice. Passive voice can also be used, but naturally we mostly use the active voice. But you can also say the car was being driven very fast.
I'm asking to you, passive voice is sound good or not?
Not really. Passive voice makes the sentence sound more complicated. That is why we naturally use the active voice. That's what the natural
ma'am.
way of speaking is.
Okay, ma'am. I would like to speak question number first. What is your all favorite movie?
All-time favorite
Yeah, ma'am.
movie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all-time favorite movie. My favorite movie is, ma'am, Nadia Ke Paar, because I belong from a village, and when the movie is not shooted, ma'am, which place the movie was shooted, I also belong the same place. There is another also the same movie, Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, but there is the difference is only that movie, Nadia Ke Paar is performed in village, and Hum Aapke Hain Kaun movie is shooted in city area. And the movie of cost Nadia Ke Paar, Sachin has played as a Sandan. Maybe you have seen that movie, ma'am. Have you seen, ma'am?
No, I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Same the screenplay and story. हम आपके कौन have हम आपके हैं कौन? Have you seen, ma'am?
Yeah.
Same the movie. And Sadhana Singh has played a role of heroine. That's name is Kunja. And the Thakur. Uh, I know all the cast which has played a very good role in that village movie, and is also uh, written and language Awadhi, because Jaunpur is belong nearby Ayodhya, and that is mm, played in Awadhi and Bhojpuri language.
Okay.
And when uh, हम and the another hand हम आपके हैं कौन, same movie and same the screen, and also taken this screenplay, uh, not taken this screenplay, it's a copyright of Nadia ke Par.
Okay. A remake, like something like that, a copy or a remake.
Not remake, ma'am. Remake is something different when we use a new thing and add something new. That we can call remake. It's a copyright, but it's not. It's not would be done
Okay.
by director.
Hmm.
Yeah, ma'am. It is my favorite movie, and I also have kept in my mobile and PC also.
Hmm.
And another thing, another one heroes movie. Mm, One student just say Rajkumar Rao. Rajkumar Rao is also my favorite actor, and one of movie Shaadi Mein Zarur Aana. That is my favorite movie, ma'am. I also watched that movie again and again.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting movie. Actually, most of his movies are quite good. So yeah,
Yeah.
interesting, Gautam. Thanks for sharing. I just wanted to look at one word over here. Maybe we can try to work on this. So when you use the present tense is shoot and the past tense is shot. Okay. So for example, the movie Nadia Ke Paar was shot in whichever place. So not shooted but shot.
Short.
Shot.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Past tense of shoot is shot. And so you want to say I am from the same place, right? Where the movie
Yeah,
was
ma'am.
shot, I am from the same place or the same city, village, town, district, whatever you'd like to say. And I have the movie or I have saved the movie on my PC or on my laptop, I mean my phone, whichever device. So instead of saying that you
Yeah,
have kept the movie, you can say you have saved it or you have stored it or something like that, or downloaded it or whatever. You can say that I
ma'am.
have it, I have the movie on my laptop or I have the movie on my phone. You can say it like that
Okay,
in a
thank you, ma'am.
simple way. Good, very nice, Gautam. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Good
Who's going
afternoon,
next,
ma'am.
guys? Yeah, hi. Go ahead. Who's this?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Amit, ma'am.
Amit, yes, Amit. Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
Which,
ma'am.
which question are you picking now?
8 number. What was the last movie you saw?
Okay, what was the last movie you saw?
Yes, ma'am. I have not any movie for 3 months, but I have watching Mahabharat for 3 months. I like character of God in Mahabharat. Very chatty and very loyal for Duryodhan. Karn could not be never break. Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
Amit, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Karn
Ma'am,
is
you're not
never
visible
broke
from long time.
your promise.
Yes, my video is off. I have mentioned this earlier because my network's not good. If it gets better, I'll switch it on. Amit, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Karn, one time Karn promised his mother, I promised her mother, I never killed your all all children, but I killed one children. Your your five boys always live, but one kill. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so Amit, were you trying to tell us like what is the main story of Mahabharata? Is that what you were sharing?
Only character of Karn, ma'am.
Okay, okay. All right. Is there any other movie also that you, any other type of movies that you like to watch, or any other movie that you,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
what is your like
My
favorite?
all-time favorite movie was Dhamal and Dhol.
Hmm.
Very comedian movie.
Yeah, these are comedies. That's right. So, do you have like a
Yes, ma'am.
favorite? Is there? Do you have a favorite actor too?
Akshay Kumar. My favorite actor is Akshay Kumar.
So, why do you like him so much, Amit?
Akshay Kumar, yeah, our Indian.
Your voice is cutting off a bit.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you repeat, please? Can you
Yes, ma'am.
repeat?
Akshay Kumar gives donation our country of soldier.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. To the soldiers of our country.
Yes, Amar. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay. So you like him because he does good work, like.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So you can say that I like Akshay Kumar because he does a lot of charity work.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Amin. I won't push you further. No problem. Good that you tried. Okay. Who's going next, guys? Please unmute or raise your hand.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Ma'am, good afternoon and wishing you very happy new year to you.
Thank you. To you too.
Thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, I'm going to answer the eighth one question. What was the last movie you saw?
Hmm.
So, last Friday I watched a movie named Pushpa.
Hmm.
My husband found that movie has come in Hindi version, so we decided to watch that movie. So it was a good movie to watch for those who love to watch like action movie. This movie is full of actions, but you can also see emotional drama, a cute love story, and comedy too. And there is a main role, Allu Arjun. who is playing the main role of Pushpa.
Correct. Yeah.
And he is the main hero of this movie. In this movie, they have shown a story about labor, which is poor, but he has a great intelligence that makes him a powerful man. He was like a man having thought like, where there is a will, there is a way. So there is a famous dialogue too, like पुष्पा पुष्पा नाम सुनकर फ्लावर समझ लिया क्या? पुष्पा नहीं, पुष्पा फ्लावर नहीं, फायर है. That's all I want to say.
That's quite interesting, actually. Very nice. Actually,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Even I want to watch the movie. I've seen the trailer, and I like those actors. So I definitely want to watch it. Especially the way he walks in the entire movie.
Yeah, especially his walk.
Quite
when he lifts his shoulder one side up, and then he started walking.
That's
Something
very
like something different. Huh?
Something different, yeah. And of course, the stories in South movies are always, always very good. So I'm sure this must be a good movie. I'll also try to watch it. Let me see if I can catch it.
No, it's a good movie, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's 3 hours movie, ma'am. You have to sit for a 3 hours.
I'll watch it in parts. I cannot watch any movie
1 hour.
immediately. I'll do that when I'm having something.
Ma'am, I want to tell you something. When I was watching this movie with my husband, she just slept.
He went off to sleep, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So you could watch it peacefully then.
Yeah.
That's also
Yes.
one advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Shivani, right? This is Shivani speaking. Right?
Swati.
Swati, why are you sounding so different today?
No.
I think
Why?
this
I'm
is
here, ma'am. Good
Oh,
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Shivani.
I'm Swati, ma'am.
Our voice is similar, ma'am.
No, actually, is this the Swati from Goa or a different Swati? Different Swati.
Oh, I am different, Swati.
Okay. No wonder. But you sound a little bit like Shivani. I mean, the way that you were speaking was sounding like Shivani, not the voice, but the way you were speaking. And then I'm wondering, you're the Swati from Goa. Why are you sounding so different today? Too much of confusion. So, yeah, Swati, laborer. The story is about a laborer.
Laborer. Okay.
Yeah. So the person who does labor work is called a laborer. And the work that they do is called labor. Right?
Yeah, correct.
Story is about a laborer. Otherwise, it's sounding all very clear, very well put across. Very nice. Good way of answering.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. So Shivani, would you like to go next? I've not heard you in such a long
Yeah, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
So I want to give answer of question number 8. So what was the last movie I watched? I watched recently a movie. Name is Parmanu, which is features by John Abraham, and I watched that movie with my son. He's 7 years old, and this movie is based on Pokhran Parmanu, which they experiment, we can say. They launched Parmanu Parikshan in Hindi, we can say. So that movie is all movie based on that Pokhran in Pokhran atom bomb and launch and all. So that is very interesting movie. We should watch. Why? Because that launch is we can say that launch is strength of India, because Parmanu power, India is not able to do whenever they are not experiment that. So after that, India is able to say to world they have a Parmanu atom bomb and all. Ma'am, I have lacking the vocabulary for that. That's why I am facing
It's okay.
a
It's
problem.
okay. Just
So,
tell us.
and that is yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, and that is the world's I mean secret. What we say, ma'am, secrets.
Like a secret
Uh,
mission or something like that.
yeah, ma'am. And that is counted in world secret launching and all, which India did.
Okay.
And that's all, ma'am. Not entertaining part is there, only based on all experiment or a launched. So that is very good movie, ma'am. We can watch one. And